Hi, we're from the band Dreamcar. My name is Tom.
I am Adrian, and you are live in limbo.
Hey guys, it's Katrina, and today I'm here with Adrian and Tom from Dreamcar. How's it going?
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You guys had a day off in Toronto yesterday, so how was it? Did you get to do any sightseeing or visit any local spots?
Good question. We drove all around Toronto, so we kind of got like the view from inside of a car, and we did interviews, and we did eat food at local restaurants.
That's cool. Where did you guys go?
We went to Fresh.
Oh, how was it? I've been meaning to go there.
Delicious.
Very good.
That's good. You'll go back again next time?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, so on May 12th, you guys released your debut self-titled album. So how has the crowds been since you released the album? Because now they can probably like learn the words and...
Well, our last gig a couple days ago was in Boston, and that's the most amount of singing I've seen for the Dreamcar songs outside of being in Southern California. It was really, really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what I really loved about the album is that you guys have like a 80s vibe to it, but it's still really refreshing and different. So I was just wondering, was it like a conscious choice to make sure that it didn't sound like No Doubt or AFI? Or did that happen naturally?
Yeah, you know, the Dreamcar album, I think we feel like as we were writing the songs, we definitely wanted it to have its own distinct identity. If we were just going to sound like No Doubt or like AFI or Black Audio, it wouldn't make sense to do it. So I think that identity unfolded really as we wrote songs, and we kind of found that sound. It's kind of the common ground between the four of us. And I mean, it's one of the things I'm proud of about the album is it is very unique sounding. I don't think we sound exactly like anybody else.
Yeah, that's what I really like about it too. It's so refreshing to hear. So Davey's from more like a punk hardcore background. So what was it about him that made you guys realize that he would be a perfect fit for your band?
Well, have you seen him perform?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got quite the swagger. You know, Black Audio played with No Doubt in 2012 in Los Angeles, and we got to see his swagger, so to speak, up close and personal from the side of the stage, and it kind of stuck on our minds, I think. And you know, and Tony had been running into Davey around the Los Angeles area quite a bit, and when the three of us, Tom, Tony, and myself, decided, hey, let's maybe let's make some music outside of No Doubt, and Davey Havok came to mind. We all kind of thought of him. Tony suggested it, and all of us went, "Oh yeah, that would be great." And then we invited him to dinner, and paid for his meal, which I think helped. And said, "How would you like us to send you some music?" Yeah. And he said, "Yeah, I'll take a listen." We sent him 4 songs. 2 days later, he had lyrics and melodies all done, finished.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So fortunately, he liked what we sent, and we just kind of kept going from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you saw Black Audio, but have you seen AFI? Because I feel like he's completely different when he performs with like the different bands. And how is it different when he performs at Dreamcar?
It's true. Davey is a man of many faces. That's for sure. And the thing that's incredible about him is that each side of him is authentic. Like it's, you know, AFI is really him, and so is Black Audio, and so is Dreamcar. There are these different sides to him. So he's an incredible singer and frontman, and for that reason. And we're, you know, now that we've made this album and it's out and we're out playing shows, like I feel so fortunate that it was, in the end, it was like we've had such a great chemistry together.
Yeah, you can tell too from like watching YouTube videos from your performances that you guys all mesh well.
It's been really so fun.
That part's been really easy.
That's awesome. It's always probably hard to try and find someone to join in, like into a band where you guys have been working together for so long, to find someone that will mesh well with you from the start.
It could have gone the other way for sure.
Yeah.
And fortunately for us, it's been like a glove. And it's interesting how you talked about how he's got a lot of different faces, and he believes in everything he does when he's singing. You can tell. Mm-hmm. And that's not easy to do for a singer. I think it's a lot easier for you know, especially being a drummer, I can play a lot of different things and step into different shoes, and it's not usually that much of a challenge, but I think it's a bigger challenge for a singer. But he manages to do what he does and do it well. And he really believes in what he's doing.
That's good. For Dreamcar, you guys also managed to keep it a secret for like quite some time before it started leaking out that you guys were working together. So I was just wondering, was there like, when writing an album on the down low, did you find more creative freedom?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. And what we, I think the main reason why we kept it quiet is we didn't know what it was going to become. It started off as just writing, songs, and we didn't know how far we were going to get. And I think when we got to the point about a year and a half into the process, we had written maybe 20 songs. I think we realized like, okay, we have an album here. This is a band. And we, took the next steps. And the other thing is, definitely, it made, I think, the creative process a lot more organic and pure, not to have, any outside pressures, whether it be, we had no record label and no manager, but even pressure from the fans, no clock ticking. We could take as much time as we wanted. And I think, that was a beautiful place to be. We had so much fun doing it.
That's awesome. Also with the band, I noticed you guys have a really strong like visual aesthetic with your stage presence and like the logo and stuff like that. So I was just wondering if that was part of the vision from the get-go, or was that also something organically that evolved when you started?
Well, the person who created the artwork is Canadian.
Oh, who is it?
Well, Tom can tell you. He was the one who started. I think you're the one who found him.
Yeah, I did. His name is Dwayne Dybel, and he's an incredible artist, I think, from the western part of Canada. And when we first saw his art, it just struck us as being, it really evoked, I think, a sense of what we were trying to do in a way, and finding that visual to match with the music is so important. And so I think he just did it perfectly. And I love personally just holding the vinyl, CDs are great, MP3s and streaming is great, but the vinyl is so great in the packaging, and there's multiple images within. And it really, I think it fits so well with the music and the aesthetic of Dreamcar.
It all goes well together. So now that you guys are playing like smaller shows for this tour, like the clubs, how do you feel to like reconnect with your fans on a more intimate level than when you were playing with like No Doubt?
It's been a while, but it's awesome to play small clubs. It has a different type of intensity, and it's just I don't know how else to say it, but it's really fun.
That's good. It's always nice when it can bring back the spark.
Absolutely.
It's like we sweat with the audience. Like all of our sweat is mixing in the room, but that's that sense of connection,
Yeah. And to wrap things up, what is your favorite song to perform live from the new album?
That's pretty tough. Probably All of the Dead Girls. It's the least challenging drum wise, so I can enjoy myself and not have to think as hard and just kind of rock out.
Yeah.
And the audience is kind of feels the energy of that one.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's probably, I have two favorites. I think that's one of them. It just, that song has a bounce to it, and it just seems to light up the audience, and it is easier to play. So it's just easier for us, I think, too. The other song I love is called The Assailant, and I love it because I love Davey's vocal delivery on that, and I just love to like watch him on this song.
So dramatic, isn't he?
So dramatic.
That's awesome.
Davey drama.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to see you guys at the Phoenix tonight.
Yeah.
You're coming?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Rad.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.